Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break.
And now, please welcome your Athletics.
Just about set to go now. And on the hill, Osvaldo Bido. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Late with the swing there. Foul ball, still 0-2. This to third. Urshela throws to first. And they get Nico Hoerner one away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Jon Berti at the plate. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Way out front for strike two.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And 1-2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Line drive, and it's a foul ball. One out, base is empty. And that one misses up and in. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And it remains 2-2. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And a base hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Here's Kyle Tucker. There's a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Next offering is fouled back. Berti over at first with one away. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And there's two down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Seiya Suzuki.
Let's go, green and gold, baby, let's go.
That's in there. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the second game of the series. Berti runs.
One ball.
Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Ben Brown. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have
Leading
5
off
different
for
spots in the
the
starting
Athletics.
rotation. You've got to have people
Right
round things
fielder,
out.
Lawrence
And not
Butler.
everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Jacob Wilson, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting third, designated hitter. Brent
And next is the
Rooker.
designated hitter, Brent Rooker. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And that one handled. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Runner at first with 2 away. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swings through that one
No
out
ball.
in front
1
that
strike.
time. Kicks and fires. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses across to first. Inning over. End of 1. And we're still scoreless. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for
getting
the Cubs,
started.
the
Now it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Seiya
Suzuki.
Suzuki. Beto back to work. Fastball for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Just
That's a
missed. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
And now 1 and 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the
3
next
balls,
pitch is
2
way
strikes.
outside. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Ian Happ up to hit. And first offering is fouled off. No score here in the second. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
No ball,
You know,
2
Boog,
strikes.
every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Next
1
offering
ball,
down
2
low
strikes.
and in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 down, base is empty. Happ lays off. Lifted in the air, out to left. Brown in and to his right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down. 2 down, base is empty. Justin Turner, the next Cub to hit. on the ground,
No,
and it
that's
goes
foul.
just foul. 2 outs. And that's
1-1.
outside. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Bottom
for
half
the
of inning number
Athletics.
2. This is J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
Smoked on the ground to second. Horner over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff digs in now.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic for them all to see. Catch me on the scene.
This one in the air. Turner pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating
seventh,
into the at-bat for the
third
hitter right
baseman,
there. I mean, that
Gio
pitch was right
Urshela.
down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, out to short. Swanson fires over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. We'll move to the third with no score. On to the third
Leading
inning.
off
Here's
for
the
the Cubs.
shortstop at the
Shortstop,
plate.
Dansby
Swanson. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That's inside.
Ball.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the
Batting
plate
eighth,
right
catcher,
now. Just
Miguel
disconnected
Amaya.
from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just
No
a
ball.
little tough to
One
watch
strike.
right now.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a
Batting
row.
ninth,
Yeah, he's really
infielder,
settling in
Crow
and getting a
Armstrong.
feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Lined into right, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still no score. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
3rd.
off
So here's
for
Brown at the plate.
Athletics, left fielder, Seth Brown.
Hard hit left side. Birdie fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting ninth, first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom will hit next.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that is out of play. Brown, a 6'6" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and
right
sometimes it
fielder,
takes away. He did
Lawrence
everything right on that
Butler.
swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Lawrence Butler. In there for strike one. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And it's 0-2. And that's in the dirt. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. The A's go quietly. And the A's are gone in order. And we're still knotted at 0. On to the fourth.
Leading off
Here's
for
the Cubs
Cubs,
leadoff
second
man,
baseman,
Nico Horner. Lifted in the air, right field. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Now batting, third baseman, John Birdie.
And stepping in is the speedy John Birdie. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
Horner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Check swing, and he went. And the count 2-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That misses, and that's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much
Now
gifted
batting,
him first
right
base
fielder,
with a
Kyle
quick free
Tucker.
pass.
Go ahead run on base. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, and they got it.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Two down, nobody on. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And it drops in.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One
Up
thing that
next
I can
for the
see
Cubs,
already,
the
his
designated
bat
hitter,
stays in the
Seiya
zone on
Suzuki.
plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Fourth inning underway. No score. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. Bottom 4, and
Leading
now
off
Jacob
for
Wilson.
the Athletics, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
That one fouled off.
You know, these A's, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
To the right side, and that chance handled. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty
Now
good way
batting,
there in the shallow right
designated
field.
hitter,
But then after
Brent
that, it's a
Rooker.
tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Rooker batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Really love the pitch sequence right there.
Now
I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Next to hit, J.J. Bleday. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground at first, Turner takes it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. The A's strand 1, and we are still scoreless. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
5,
for the
John
Cubs,
Sciambi with
left
Chris
fielder,
Singleton.
Ian
And
Happ.
leading it off, Ian Happ. Beto back to work. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's
Now
doing a
batting,
nice job
first
of
baseman,
keeping the
Justin
ball out
Turner.
of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Justin Turner now went down on strikes his first time through. And that's a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Out to center. Bleday under it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Slider right there.
1
Two
ball,
out,
1
space is
strike.
empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs are down quietly. Halfway through this one, still no score. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Ready to go
A's,
for the last
second
half of the inning.
baseman,
Now it's the second
Zach
baseman,
Gelof.
Zach Gelof.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah.
Slice the other way and foul.
You know, these Athletics definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now
Well,
batting
obviously that was
third
nowhere near the
baseman,
strike zone
Gio
by the time it got to the
Urshela.
plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Here's Gio Urshela. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Misses inside. And it's 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have.
That's 3.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And one. All set for the top of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Amaya. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
On the ground, right side. Takes it himself.
Yep,
Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. He's 0 for 1. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change.
Now pitching for the
Ken
A's,
Waldichuk into the
number
game.
30.
bringing in the lefty with a left-handed
Ken
hitter coming up to
Waldichuk.
hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1.
Right through there for a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
In the
One
dirt,
ball.
1-2 to count. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Soft contact in the air. Wilson. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Well, we go bottom
Leading
6.
off
And
for
now the first
A's,
baseman, Tyler
first baseman,
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And a big swing and a miss.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Breaking ball misses down and away. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Next offering misses down and away.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Wilson up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Amaya makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading off
And here
for the
is
Cubs,
John
third
Birdie.
baseman, John Birdie.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Close, but call the ball. Now 1-2. That one to first. Soderstrom steps on first for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And the batter now, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
In there at the knees. 0-2 now.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
No ball.
0-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the
Now
big
batting
part of the
left
field. Man,
fielder,
there are a
Ian
lot of
Happ.
hits there.
And now Ian Happ, 0 for 2 in this one. High chopper to third. Urshela whips it across. Third out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Just
No, that's
missed.
a ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab. 1 down.
Up next for the A's.
Next up for the A's,
Catcher,
Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the
Now
ball by
batting,
the pitcher,
the
there's a
center
lot of base hits up the
fielder,
middle, even on
J.J.
ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One down. Now here is J.J. Bleday. He's grounded out a couple of times. Checks over to first, back safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one. That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that's downstairs and outside.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Swing and a miss struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, you rarely ever see
Now
3
batting.
curveballs in a row
Second baseman,
because that's one of those pitches that's most
Geloff.
effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Zach Geloff getting ready to hit.
Looking super clean. Tonight we gon' flex. I just got a check.
Tap foul at the plate. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, and that is that. Ready to begin the
Leading off for
8th.
the
So up
Cubs,
now for
first
Chicago,
baseman,
Justin
Justin
Turner.
Turner.
And fouled off. That one to first, Soderstrom. And he handles it himself for the out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. Fouled off down the right side. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Langoliers down to first. Save!
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one.
Carson
Plus, the
Kelly.
pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. Right through there for a strike. Move to first. And he's back in on a dive. 1 away. Tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And the go ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally
Now
and
batting,
physically
the
ready for the
fielder,
big
Pete
opportunity,
Crow
and he
Armstrong.
came through for his club right there.
Crow Armstrong in the box now. Takes strike 1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Just missed.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Up and in, and a count 2-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. 1 for 3. Slap the other way, foul. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position.
Ball.
Got him looking. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Everything they want, but they won't do. These days, people say a lot of things, but they won't do things that they want to. Man, what you gonna do?
Now pitching for the
Back now,
Chicago
new pitcher
Cubs.
on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom of the
43.
8th. Number 43.
Luke Little.
Trading my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. According to his purpose, not somebody.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
Leading off
Has
for
grounded
the
out a couple of
Athletics,
times.
Third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Out towards right center field. Tucker on the move. And there's one down.
Now batting left fielder,
Seth Brown up next for the A's.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one fouled off. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Presley, the right-hander, also getting loose. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And here's the first
Now batting,
baseman,
the
Tyler
first baseman,
Soderstrom.
Tyler
This is kind of
Soderstrom.
a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. A's go quickly and quietly there. It's the 9th and we are tied.
Now pitching for the
We're back.
A's.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Mitch Spence. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Birdie in the box now. Takes strike 1. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's
Now
internal
batting,
clock.
right
He
fielder,
knew he had
Tyler
plenty of
Tucker.
time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So up next, Kyle Tucker. Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. Popped up. Urshela calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Spence, 26 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2019. That one's in there, 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. The next
That's the
pitch
ball.
misses, and the count is 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. And we still have no score. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Ryan
Now pitching
Presley.
for Chicago, number 55, Ryan Presley.
So digging in,
Leading
Lawrence
off for
Butler.
the A's,
0 for 3 in
right
this
fielder,
one.
Lawrence Butler.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1.
Movement in the bullpen, Porter Hodge. Up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Fought off foul. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Sends it to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him
Now
off.
batting,
Bat explodes.
shortstop, Jacob
And then he makes an easy play
Wilson.
on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Jacob Wilson now at the plate. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes it to second. The winning runs in scoring position with 1 gone.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way. Now just 1 swing away from potentially walking this thing off.
And now Brent
That's ball.
Rooker. That's inside, and that's ball 1. This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him.
When you get ahead in the count,
No
there's
strike.
no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Late swing, fouled off. 1 away, and the game-winning run stands at second. The winning run on second base. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Thought about third there, but throws on the brakes. 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Misses the zone, and he gets him to
No ball.
chase.
One
No, that's
strike.
that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Inside, 1-1. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. And a count 1-2. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing.
And we're back. We're in extras here. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring
Now
position.
batting, first baseman,
So
Justin
the go-ahead
Turner.
run in scoring position. And next for the Cubs, Justin Turner. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that is out of play. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. And he pumps it a strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Now batting,
And now it's
shortstop,
Dansby Swanson.
Dansby
0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And that's outside. Ball 1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a count 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's
Now
a
batting,
big
Jackson
second out.
Carson
I'll tell you,
Kelly.
this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
So now 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Got him! Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Look at me, not measuring up how I wanna be. Pleased with small things and
On to the bottom of the
Leading
10th.
off
Here's the
for
center
the
fielder,
Athletics.
J.J.
Center
Bleday.
fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Presley back to work. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Who that in the whip? Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing me. Yeah, I'ma take a pic.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. One down, base is empty. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman
Gio Urshela steps in. Turned on, but foul wide of third. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn. He's digging for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now here is Seth Brown. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now we go to the 11th, and now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swings through that.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So here's Horner now. First offering, and it just misses. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Base is empty, 1 away. And here in extra innings. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Now
when you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter. But when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, John Birdie. Just missed. So 2 balls and no strikes. Horner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. And they got it.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, there was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
In there at the knees. It's 2-2. And there's a ball. Kyle Tucker in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. No score.
Pitching for
Here
the
comes the new
Chicago
arm for the
Cubs.
Cubs, Caleb
Number
Thielbar.
24.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
At the plate, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Tyler Soderstrom.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball.
If you're the
no strike.
pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
That was a good,
Up
hard
next
fastball with
for the
some
A's,
nice ride
right
up in the
fielder,
zone right there.
Lawrence
Hitter looked like he
Butler.
was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Butler swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Hard liner. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
1 out, runner at second. Stepping in, Jacob Wilson. And a first pitch fastball is in for
No
a
ball.
strike.
1 strike.
Winning run stands at second. This one popped up right side. Turner. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
And now the DH, Brent Rooker.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him
Now
swing the
batting,
bat, but
catcher,
this team does not want to let him beat him.
Langeliers.
First and second, 2 outs. And here is Shea Langeliers.
It's a good spot to be in with runners on first and second. You know the pitcher's going to come after you.
Little chopper rolls foul. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. We are in the 11th. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2.
Last thing he wants to do is nibble, load up the bases, and then walk in the winning run or throw it to the backstop.
That's 3.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So they strand on to the 12th. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. That one at the knees for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Ball 1 there.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And a 1-2 again. Slider misses outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And Tucker is retired. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And that skips into dirt.
1-0.
Right through there for a strike.
That catches the zone for a strike. And the count 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. That clips the corner. In for a strike. 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Outside with a breaking ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're deep into extras. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Langoliers collects, fires to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in
Chicago
the game for the
Cubs.
Cubs, Julian
Number
Merriweather.
66, Julian Merriweather.
J.J. Bleday
Leadoff
digs
for
it
the
down.
A's. Center fielder J.J. Bleday.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike 3, got him swinging. Down on strikes, and there's 1 away here in the 12th.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now the third baseman, Gio Urshela. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
2 outs. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in extras. And we're back.
Leading off
Inning number
for the Cubs,
13
first
set
baseman,
to go.
Justin
And
Turner.
it'll bring up Justin Turner. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That one gets down for a hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard. Substitution
running
being
at
made at
first for the
first.
Cubs.
Coming in as the pinch runner,
Number
Kevin
13.
Alcantara.
Kevin Alcantara.
Dansby Swanson stands in 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Check swing, called strike. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Now the Cubs
Now
catcher,
batting,
Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw to second.
Nice little battle of speed versus power right there. Great wheels on the base paths. Top tier arm behind the dish. Really good transfer from that glove to the throwing arm. Got it down there in a hurry. That's why he doesn't get tested very often.
On the ground to third. Urshela to first in time. And that is that.
This
Michael
change
Busch
defensively
getting
for the
loose
Cubs.
there. He's now in the game
Now
at
playing
first.
first base. Number 29.
Leading off, Seth Brown.
Michael
0
Busch.
for 4 with 3 strikeouts,
Leading
and
off
he's grounded
for the
out.
A's, left fielder, Seth Brown.
Merriweather back to work. That
No,
misses
that's
off
a
the
ball.
outside edge.
Nasty backdoor
One
slider.
ball.
There's really
Okay.
nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Line drive. One up, one down.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning
Up
run on
next
base,
for the
maybe even in the
A's,
scoring position.
First baseman,
But that's just one of those
Tyler
hang with them.
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. He got to put it
Right
into his
fielder,
highest
Lawrence
gear and go a long
Butler.
way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Butler,
That's
the
a
next
ball.
to hit, takes ball 1.
1-0.
And that one is inside. Pitch is in there. Now 2-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creep it into my mind right now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
We gon' make it epic, epic, epic. We gon' make it epic, epic, yeah. We gon' light it up.
All set for the
Leading
start of
off
the
for
inning.
the Cubs,
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Late swing, foul to the left. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2. Ground ball up the middle. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Played that ball perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
Here's Nico Horner. That misses the zone. Ball
1 ball,
1.
no strike.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Go ahead run on base, and now Horner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Runner on the go again. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's out.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
2 down, nobody on. Here deep into extra innings. Line to left. And it stays fair. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
No, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker, known for his late inning heroics. Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to...
On the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's out number
3. Now pitching for Chicago.
Back here in extras, and a
Number
new pitcher on the
49.
mound in the bottom half of the inning.
Tyson
Miller. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Now the number 2
Leading
hitter,
off for
Jacob
the
Wilson.
A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
The shortstop takes the ball. That's the third. In time to Bush. One up, one down.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Brent Rooker getting ready to hit. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
That one's in there. 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And now the winning run is on base. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike. No. One ball. One strike.
Right side. Tucker sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are two down.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And the batter now, J.J. Bleday.
I'm just a simple man.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Miller checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He hammers one out to right, and the A's walk it off in 14.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy is trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all headed home.
Nothing your final here in this one. The A's hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long